No, no. That's wrong. Dixie Diamonds, 149. Metz, Isabella Falls, Dixie, 8:08 p.m. So, Constable Truganini said to Lizzie, other than this balloony voice in your head, that is to say heads, it was you and Ed who initiated Karen Bloch's application to ResearchGate, which led to the emails and subsequently the phone calls to France. Is that correct? It is, Liz replied with multiple minute head nods. We surprised Karen with our visit this afternoon, as our routine is to head to town the first Monday of the month, unless a holiday falls on it. Less crowded, shelves better stocked, you know. Eddie and I walked in, and it wasn't 5 minutes before Karen was shepherding us through the maze of information on the web. She found a link to Rosier via ResearchGate at École Nationale des Engineers, where he's a professor. All four of us were very excited by the link she found, but because of the time difference between here and Metz and a very inadequate internet service, Balloony asked if Z could speak directly to Karen. Knowing full well from previous first contacts with humans how mind-boggling Z's telepathy is, including the one Z had made with us just hours earlier, we hesitated, but given the circumstances, capitulated. Capitulate. Verb, cease to resist an opponent or an unwelcome demand. Surrender. Z, Lala interrupted, isn't that one of your pet names for Jerald? Oh, ha! Lizzie responded. I see why you'd think that, but no. What with Jerald being a hermaphrodite, Eddie and I decided to use non-gendered pronouns with Zim since Z isn't just male nor just female. Balloony told us that Z's creator called Z it was just stuck in our craw. Stuck in one's craw, phrase, something difficult or impossible to accept. It wasn't much of a reach to create unique pronouns for Balloony as we had for Jerald, but since Jerald is both male and female while Balloony is neither, we altered Jerald's rather than using Ziz for both of them. Anyway, Liz continued, I'm afraid Karen had the same response to Balloony speaking to her telepathically as Ed and I had, but to her credit, she recovered far more quickly than had we. Balloony cut to the chase, provided Karen with the relevant information, and she grabbed that ball and ran with it. Before we left Cooktown, she managed to become an NGO member of ResearchGate and had left Rosier an email. Ed and I were on our way to Cooktown before 9. Karen sent an email to Rosier before 12:30. Ed and I were home around 3:30. Karen contacted us and Balloony, and she managed to facilitate a phone call with Professor Rosier around 4:15 and then again at 4:40. But we haven't been able to contact Zah since 5:30 or so. Believe it or not, all Eddie or I had to do was say, Balloony, I'd like to speak with you, and Z would pop into our heads. And when I say speak, actually we could just think it, and Z would respond, but we've had nothing for nearly 3 hours, which leaves us as confused as ever, but also very concerned for Zah. And we have your emails, Truganini said with a nod. All right, is there other information you feel we should go over right now, or shall we see if Eddie and Reed are ready to change partners with us? Nothing that's popping into my mind, Lizzie said, though I am very concerned about Balloony. Understandable and acknowledged, Lila said softly. It's a concern for all of us, and I promise there are many people looking into this. But for now, let's focus on our little bit, all right? Yes, Lizzie said, eyes downcast and shoulders slumped in defeat. It's all right for now, but I do hope he's all right.